Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So in today's episode, we're looking at sort of this story and looking at some data behind it. So Gas Hero, the game from Find Satoshi Lab, which launched at the start of January, has generated $90 million in NFT trading this month. So it's a game running on the Polygon blockchain. Obviously this is blockchain, so we can go and have a look and see what's going on. So if we go to various sites we can look at, but let's start with Crypto Slam. So this is looking at NFT trading. We can see here I've got the 30-day time frame over here. We can see actually Gas Hero, Common Heroes, $38 million of trading. And have we got any other Gas Heroes ones up here? Actually, that one's looking like over the 30 days. Oh, there no. Gas Hero items, 15 million. Gas Hero coupons, 14 million. Gas Hero weapons, 13 million. So there's obviously these different collections that are all doing well. We can actually go and look at, these are all running on Polygon. So you can see Polygon did $112 million of trading over the last 30 days. This doesn't break out collections, I don't think, no. So here we're just looking at the monthly sales on Polygon. So we can get rid of these two and just look at the sales in dollars. So you can see there's a big spike here in February. Not quite sure why that was, but we can actually weekly's gonna. Okay, so this is gonna give us. This is all. When was that? 2013. So we can see here that in 2024, this is the spike we're looking at here. So there's a big spike here when Gas Heroes went live. So it dropped off quite a bit since then. But if we look here. Go down to the data. So $110 million of trading in January. So January's not quite finished yet. So the vast majority of that is Gas Heroes, and that's we can see here that is higher than the previous peak that was $69 million in February. And in fact, how far do we have to go back to find 100 million? Yeah. So the previous time we had over $100 million was back in peak boom times 2022. We had quite a few months there, so maybe 6 months, 5 months of over 100 million, but nothing since then. So we can see in terms of Polygon, it's had quite a big impact. We can look at the More platform. So this is Find Satoshi Lab's own NFT marketplace. And if we're looking here at volume over the last 30 days, I've selected that again. Gas Heroes, Common Heroes. So this is not in dollars. This is in the GMT token. So this is effectively the GMT token actually running on the Polygon blockchain. Previously, the GMT token ran on the Solana blockchain. So we can see 104 million tokens worth of sales. Obviously, the token price goes up or down. It's about a quarter of it's about 25 cents at the moment. It's been higher than that. So this is like maybe $30 to $25 million of volume here over the last 30 days just on this selection. So we can look here, all the top 10 looks like the top 8. So we have Gas Hero, Common Heroes, items, weapons, coupons, fragments, badges, Genesis Heroes are the most expensive, and pets. But most of the volume's been around the Common Heroes. We can actually see here though, apart from pets, the volume over the last 7 days has gone down, fairly significantly. So the coupons are used up, so it's maybe not a great surprise if they're going to get bought in the early days more. But weapons dropping 50%, and the floor price here is divided by 4 really at the moment. So this is about $100. So these are still quite expensive NFTs for a game. The one interesting thing to look at in particular, if we go to items, so in order to play the game, you need a base construction vehicle. So these were, when the game first launched, these were selling for about $600. They're now down to just over sort of $100-ish, under $100 to buy these. So these have come down quite a lot. And the reason that this is sort of a trajectory we see with games like this, which are NFT gated games. So this is a very old-fashioned game in its design at the moment. It's very much like Axie Infinity, when you had to have 3 Axies to play the game. You needed to buy 3 Axie NFTs, and the cheapest one was $300, and everyone was making new breeding Axies to sell to people to get into the game. And that was because the token price was really high, so you could make money doing it. The token price, the token beneath this is the GMT token, so that hasn't really gone up or down that much over the success of the game. But there is, a lot of GMT token locked into the game as reward. So this is why people are potentially, you would spend money buying these assets to get in the game, to play the game, to win the tokens. And you'd hope, obviously, to win more tokens than you spent buying the assets to get in the game. But this is a very old-fashioned way of playing games, of sort of doing blockchain games. And in this case, basically a few people from the general crypto space may have bought these assets to come in, but this really is a game for people already in the GMT sort of ecosystem. So people who played Steppen a lot, maybe that was their first game. People, that was on Solana. So this is basically a game for people who really like the games from Find Satoshi Labs. I don't think this is bringing many new people into their ecosystem because you have to, at one point you had to spend $600 to get into the game. Even now you have to spend $100 to even start playing the game. There's a little tutorial you can play without that. And I think even once you get this base construction vehicle, you need obviously characters to play the game, and you can have up to 6 characters, and they're more expensive as well. They're heroes, so it does get this is a game for not necessarily whales, but probably whales. So this guy's 670, so that's $200 for one character. So we can look at the data in another way. We can go to someone's created this in June, nothing to do with me. This is a dashboard, so just looking at it's pulling the raw data from Polygon. So we can see here the volume here in the GMT token, the price of the token at the moment in dollars, how much there is on Polygon. So 7 million, almost 8 million of these tokens have been burnt in the game. So this is a very it's not a fully on-chain game, but it's very crypto heavy for a game. We can see the spikes when people are burning this stuff. Other interesting stuff to look at here, as we can see, obviously the volume on the More marketplace we just looked at is spiking because obviously the game's just launched. 18,000 wallets are holding this GMT token on Polygon. So as I said, it launched on Solana, and so lots of people will hold it on Solana. Not so many on Polygon. There's about 10,000 wallets playing this game. That's sort of the figure they've given. So basically half the people who have the token on Polygon are playing the game. And 10,000 people isn't really a lot these days. So the big game at the moment is Pixels. That's got 180,000 daily active wallets on the Ronin blockchain. So they're a small fraction of what's going on in compared to other top performing blockchain games. So I'm not going to go into all this sort of detail here, but this is the income for the company. Find Satoshi. So their marketplace royalty income is about $1 million so far. So not nothing for them, but equally, compared to the amount of getting on for what they're saying, $90 million in trading volume, 1 million is obviously a small percentage of that. This is the prize pool, so this is how much money. This is $10 million auction house sales at the moment, and this is the prize pool for within the game of why people are playing it. There's a bunch of stuff on NFTs. Not going to go through this. There's some interesting stuff here, and because I haven't played the game, this is hard to work out. But there is this idea that NFTs die in the game. I don't know whether that means they just die for a season or whether they properly die, but 539 NFTs have died in the game. So if your NFT cost $200 and it was dead forever and couldn't be used in the game, you might be quite annoyed. Pets have died as well, so there is this idea that permadeath is sort of a element in there. Not going to look at that sort of stuff. So this is looking at some sort of raw data. Here's sort of the price of the badges and Genesis Hero floor price. So Genesis Hero is actually, the price of those has actually stayed pretty steady and actually gone up. Those are the very high-end assets. So these Genesis floor heroes don't die. So if you use them, if you can buy one of those, they're not going to die. So you can use them forever in the game. So I guess that's maybe a reason why people are moving towards these more high functionality assets. So this is the Burnham Mint for heroes. So obviously more of these things are being minted all the time. That becomes a problem because it obviously drives the price down because people are making more of these. And if there's fewer people coming in, which is going to happen with this game, unless they make it free to play at some point. And that's the big thing here, really, for this game is are they going to pull the NFT gating off it at some point? I'm not sure. It would be crazy if they didn't, I think, but I'm not the game developer. Okay, let's have a look here. DApp Radar. This is going to show us the activity over the last month. So I'm just going to pull this off here. So this is showing daily active unique wallets. So it is rising up to 6,000 daily active unique wallets now, which is not bad at all, certainly for an NFT gated game. But as I say, this is not the sort of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands that we see some other games have that are not NFT gated in this same way. So I think we can say this is a success. It's a successful game. If a developer makes $1 million from the NFT marketplace trading, that's pretty good. But equally, I think we have to be a little bit careful at the moment. It is a successful game within its community. I don't think it's grown its community particularly vastly at the moment. And really, when we look at a lot of these games, the question is it just going to be a very profitable game within its sort of small community, and it's going to be fairly niche? That's fine. I don't think that's a problem for a game, but we shouldn't be confusing those with games that are attempting to be mass market games and have potentially millions of players if we market them correctly. I think those products are two quite different products. Seems like Gas Hero at the moment is a niche, a highly profitable niche product, and seems like at the moment not clear that it will become a mass market product. But we will wait and see. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. See you again soon.